Hi YouTube, it's Kathy, and here's my TBR for the BookSwapAthon. This was a really fun readathon hosted by my friend Derby over at Derby Lane Reading, so I'll link her down below as well as the rest of the hosts. And the purpose of this readathon is to get a little bit of book mail and to swap how you choose your TBR. There are 6 challenges, so let's go through what I'll be reading during the Swapathon, which is taking place August 19th through 25th. The first challenge is to swap with a buddy. Now you can swap with somebody in person if you know somebody in person, but you can also sign up for a swap buddy who you do not know and you'll send each other book mail, which is what I'm doing, so I don't know what I'm reading for this challenge yet because it hasn't gotten to me yet. Number 2 is an Unhaul Swap, so basically to take a book from your shelves, go to a thrift store or a little free library and pick up another book and leave that one there. Which is exactly what we're going to do right now. Let's go check out and see if any of my little free libraries around here have anything I want to read. Now technically, a while ago I put like 100 books into our free little library system, so I really shouldn't have to take a book to take one out of the library system, but I'm gonna take a book anyway because that's what the challenge says to do. So I'm just picking a book up off the top of my stack that I won't read again, and let's go find one of the little free libraries and switch this out. It's a day off and I thought I was going to be a hermit and not even have to put on sunscreen today, but I did it just for you. Some of the books painted on this pole might look familiar. If you've ever used a free little library, you know that sometimes it's a little slim pickings, but here's the closest one to my house. Let's see if it has anything good in it. This one looks incredibly corny and fantastic and kind of short, so I'm going to check the box just around the corner to see if there's anything better, and if not, I will come back for this one. This is the second closest to my house. Let's see if it has anything cool in it. Oh, score. Look what I found. And I know it's one of Derby's favorite book series, so oh yes, this is happening. So, you go there. You come with me. Can't wait for the tattoo on the back of my leg to heal so I can stop wearing full-length pants because it's summer and it's hot. Now that we're back from that adventure, let's try something a little bit weird. The next thing is a TBR swap. So basically you want to swap out how you pick a book for your TBR. So what I'm going to do is call my best friend and ask her what I should read. Let's see how this works. She has no idea I'm calling her.
Hey, what's up?
Question for you. So I'm making a video right now for a readathon called the Swapathon where I need to do a couple of different challenges, and one of them is swap how I pick a book to read. So I'm calling you on camera to ask you what is a book I should read during this readathon.
Wait, you're telling me I'm on camera right now?
I mean, you're not on camera, but your voice will be.
Well, thanks for the heads up on that one. You know, there's this thing called texting.
It's true. It's just more fun this way.
So I am picking a book that you should read.
Yeah.
Any book.
Yeah, I guess so.
Does it have to be a shorter book, or am I allowed to choose a longer book?
Preferably shorter, because then there's actually a chance of me finishing it during the readathon, but if there's a longer book that you think I should really pick up, then go for it.
Have you ever read The Mists of Avalon?
I don't think so, so that can be my book.
That one's pretty awesome, although it is on the longer side. Trying to think. I'm guessing a lot of this humming and hawing is going to get cut out of the video.
We'll find out when I edit this.
Hey, have you ever heard of this book called Words in Deep Blue? I don't know if you've ever heard of it before.
I love the sarcasm. By the way, you need to read it. Read the book.
It's not like you talk about it all the time.
Yeah, that's going in the video.
The problem is there's so many books that I have and stuff like that that I already know you read. I have them because you read them and talked about them, and I was like, huh, that sounds neat. I should listen to that, or read that, or whatever.
Consume it in some way.
Well, the possibility of a smaller book, it is the beginning of a series, which I know you don't always love to do, because then if you like the series, you want to continue reading the series.
Accurate.
The Blue Bloods books from Melissa de la Cruz.
Okay, yeah, what's the first one called?
It's just called Blue Bloods.
Oh, that makes it easy.
It's kind of like a teen urban fiction.
Cool.
Or urban fantasy, I should say.
I assumed that's what you meant.
It is on the shorter side, so that does make it easier for, like, if you're packing in a bunch of books on a readathon and stuff like that. And I also happen to have it in physical form if you want to borrow it.
Ooh, I will pick that up on Tuesday, please.
So So there we go.
Okay, thank you very much for being a good sport about this.
And thank you oh so much for not giving me a heads up, Jesus.
What were you gonna do, make your voice slightly different? Like, they can't see your
At
face.
least be prepared to the fact that, hey, maybe my voice is gonna be on YouTube now. I'm probably gonna, like, when you post this video, I'm probably gonna shut it off after 5 seconds going, oh god, my voice sounds horrible, I can't listen to this.
Fair enough. I'll send you a video about how everyone thinks their voice is terrible because of the way our hearing works, but sure. Thank you for being a good sport.
Okay.
Alright, talk to you soon. Bye. That's what best friends are for. The next challenge is a genre swap, so picking a genre that you don't usually read from, and I think that we all know I don't really read classics. I think it's just something about the vocabulary that I spend too much time trying to figure out what people are saying, and I miss all the nuances, and I don't enjoy it like everybody else does, so I'm gonna pick a classic. I researched really short classics, and I came up with Billy Budd by Herman Melville, so I'm gonna give that one a try. Challenge 5 is a setting swap, so you can either read in a place you don't usually read, or if that's infeasible, you can read in a setting that you don't live in. I think what I'm going to do for this is just try to read Billy Budd outside, because usually I do all of my reading inside, and it's summer, and I should probably, like, go in the sunshine eventually. It would be a good idea. And the last challenge is cover swaps. What you want to do in this one is find a cover of a book that has S, W, A, and P on it, and I have done that with the book that I'm excited for. I Was Born for This by Alice Oseman has S, W, A, and up here it says Praise for Debut Novel. That's a P. This fits. I'm so excited that I shoehorned this in here because I wanted to read it during my last readathon, and I ended up prioritizing library books because they have a due date and this lives with me so I can read it anytime. So there we go. Those are the books that I will be reading during this swapathon. Are you participating? If so, let me know about it down below. If you've read any of these books and you want to talk about them, let me know about it down in the comments below. On the way down in the comments, if you hit that subscribe button, that would be very nice of you. You can like and share this as you see fit, and I will see you very soon. Bye!